So it's no secret that I love skincare products and I love finding new things that my skin loves. I saw that it had been a while since I did an updated skincare routine, so here we are. I do love a lot of the products mentioned here, and my skin has been the clearest it's been in a long time. But just as a disclaimer, sharing this does not mean that I absolutely will never change from these products. It's just what I'm currently using right now. I'll have everything linked in the description if you find something that you might be interested in. So to get started, I use this BioClarity cleanser. You'll see a lot of BioClarity products in this video. I've been using this cleanser for almost a whole year. I absolutely love the ingredients because they're very calming to the skin but also really cleansing. I use a nickel size amount and then some water and just lather that onto my face. I know suds don't really clean your skin, but I like the feeling of them, so I wet my hands a few times to try and get it really sudsy. I used to use an electric face brush and mine broke after having it for a few years, so I just need to save up to get a new one. But if you have obviously a electric skin brush, I totally suggest using it. They just clean so well and they get so deep into the skin. I cannot wait until I have one again. And then another thing too is that I'm kind of showing the longevity of how much I clean my face. I think that we a lot of times skip through cleaning our face really quick. And so just a reminder to kind of take your time and get all the parts of your face. I try and do a face mask about once or twice a week. And I switch between my Sari Australian Red Clay face mask, my Aztec Clay face mask, and then this one right here. So I really like the ingredients in this one. It's really effective at brightening the skin and evening out the skin tone, but it's not a mask and like a clay mask like the other ones are. So I definitely like using this just as a break from all of the like intense clay ones. Another thing is that I am watching the new Relationship Goals series by Mike Todd, and he is y'all spitting straight fire the whole time. So if you see me making faces because he's like convicting me, that's what it is, like right now. And that's what happens when we violate the principles. Yeah, that was me the whole time, y'all. Highly suggest watching it. I use a face brush whenever I put on face mask. I'm not picking my nose, by the way. I'm just readjusting my nose ring. I use a brush just because I feel like it's a little bit cleaner than just using my hands. And that's what I do for pretty much everything. There was a hair on it, so I had to get that out. So once that dries, which it takes about 10 to 20 minutes, and your face kind of gets a little tingly, but that's not like your skin reacting. It's actually just a part of the face mask. I rinse that off and I go in with a coconut oil as a moisturizer for my body. I've been using coconut oil pretty much morning and night every day, and it makes such a huge difference in my skin. It's so soft after I use it. Then I apply this native deodorant. It's aluminum free and natural, so I use that morning and night. Then the next thing I do is I use the salicylic acid treatment from BioClarity. Benzoyl peroxide never really does good on my skin, but my acne responds really well. It also has calming properties, and I found it to probably be the best salicylic acid treatment I've ever used. So I'm gonna keep going with it. For most everything I put on my face, I rub it in, and then once it gets kind of tacky, because they're very liquidy, then I'll start pressing it into my skin so that I'm not just rubbing it super hard, because I find that really messes with the texture. The next thing I use is this Restore Flora Luxe cream by BioClarity. Y'all, this is like a little green miracle. So it's called Flora Luxe, and it's an active ingredient that's naturally derived from chlorophyll. The things that it can do are literally so numerous, I can't even fit it in this video, but I'm going to leave a link to their website where it explains everything in the description box below if you're curious about it. I think for me, at least, redness and evenness is what it kind of works on for me, and I really like this. I usually brush my teeth after that while I wait for that to all kind of dry, and then I apply this moisturizer afterwards. It's from a local shop in my area, and it's got a lot of really great oils that my skin really, really loves. I think that it helps to really lather it on at night so that my skin can feel really replenished from all the moisture inside of this moisturizer. It looks like I'm rubbing my face really hard also in a second, but I promise I'm not. I think I'm just trying to really get it into all the crevices, and so you kind of like scrunch your face so you're not pulling on it. I don't really know if that does anything, but yeah, it looks like I'm brutally destroying my face, and I'm not, I promise. So I got this lip mask from Ipsy. It's really thick, so it stays on throughout the night, which is what I really like about it, because Vaseline, as soon as your head hits the pillow, it's like your lip Vaseline is like pretty much gone because of how thin it is. So I really like using a mask because of how thick. Then I go to bed and I wake up and pretty much start it over again, but my morning skincare is similar, but it's different from my night. So obviously I do cleanse my skin whenever I wake up. I went for a while without washing my face in the morning and just washing it with water to see if it really made a difference, because I heard that that worked for a lot of people. For me personally, it didn't really work, and I think my skin just does better washing it twice a day. After I pat that dry, I go in with that same Flora Luxe cream serum from BioClarity. I skip the treatment because I think that my skin just responds better to it whenever I use it once a day. It's a little too much to do twice a day for me. And then I just use one pump of this and rub that into my face. Again, this stuff, you can kind of see the green tint to it, but once you rub it into your face, it doesn't have any kind of green cast or anything like that. I'll use some Vaseline on my lips for added hydration in the morning, since my lips aren't going to be rubbing on anything that would rub it off. And then I go in with the same moisturizer I used last night. I'm not wearing makeup pretty much at all during quarantine, so I don't really worry about putting too much of this on, but it is a pretty thick oil if that's something you kind of need to keep in mind. And then the last thing that I do is put on sunscreen. So I usually sit on our back porch for a second and soak in the vitamin D and then put some sunscreen on, but BioClarity just came out with a sunscreen line and I really like it. They sent some samples with a package I ordered, and I literally went and ordered the full size so quick. They're a little bit more on the oily side, which I kind of like because I don't like dry sunscreens, but this gives you a really nice glow. And that's it for all of my skincare. If you have any Holy Grail products, leave them in the description below so I can check them out. I obviously really love looking into skincare. So that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.